There's a view that journalism in state media has been negatively affected over the last few years, mainly due to political interference and censorship, which somewhat suppressed the journalistic capabilities of newsroom staff. This was one of the many topics discussed last evening during CTV's public consultation on state media. Cherrylene Lewis has the details.
Journalists employed in state media enduring a traumatic experience with the transitioning from one administration to another. And compounding this issue is the fact that journalism has been affected in recent times in state media. Weighing in on this topic was columnist Dr. Sheila Rampasad.
This discussion is happening at an important moment for Trinidad and Tobago. I think the population, by and large, would perhaps agree that they want state media, but they want something different from it. And on that note, every time there is a change of government, employees and staff, either contract employees or permanent staff at CNMG and the radio stations at JSL, go through a special trauma. In that transition, they feel quite aggrieved, they feel quite dissatisfied, there are many grievances. And it will be difficult to sit here on a mat panel and not express some solidarity to those employees.
Another veteran journalist and media consultant, Suniti Maraj, said while she believes that the state should retain an interest in state media, she does not believe what CNMG and GISL news product is providing that is different from other media houses.
Establishing standards for broadcasting, to start with, and covering the field in such a way, covering the field where everyone else is not doing it. And that does not mean staying away necessarily from news. What we are seeing on television, this environment I'm talking about that has developed and is now in a crunch, is a very, very low level of journalism. And I say this without casting any aspersion on the journalists.
Ms. Maraj also indicated that in order for journalist capabilities to no longer be suppressed, then the news product must be altered.
We are hitting the ceiling very low. It's he say, she say. There are not enough journalists who are being given the tools to take the story up and beyond the basic. So generally across the field, journalism is being affected by an industry imperative that says you have to make profit, and if you don't, we're going to cut costs.
The public consultation on state media houses, CNMG and GISL, will end on Wednesday, November 18. Cherrylene Lewis, CNews.